170 must hold. If not, the next stop and the gap fill right here at 167, and I'll be buying that dip right here on Apple stock. Now I'm waiting for this. Even today I was looking to see if Apple stock somehow gets down here and the selling gets even worse, and somehow Apple stock ends up right here at 167. I can buy the dip, but unfortunately that didn't happen today. So again, no dip buying on Apple stock yet, and waiting for this gap to get filled at 167. As you guys saw that clip from last night recap on Apple stock, this is exactly what we got today. And I said it in my video, anything close to that gap, I'll be buying that dip. And look at this, guys, 9:45 a.m. Apple 170 calls exploded, and I got in below 168, and Apple stock ran all the way up to 172. So that's a $4+ dollar move here on Apple stock that I caught, and that was really huge today. Made a lot of money on Apple stock and still holding some runners for more upside, possibly up to that gap 181 and some change. So if you're on X, definitely give me a follow, and I do post a lot of things right here on X, and this is probably the easiest way you can get in touch with me on X. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video we're going to talk about 9 mega cap stocks in this video. But before we get started, please hit that thumbs up button. That is greatly appreciated, and that really helps out with YouTube algorithm. And if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, 3 days of live trading in my Discord, definitely check out the Patreon. I'll leave a link down below in the description. And if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Apple stock, we got a flat day, but Apple gave us a big opportunity today to make some money, getting down to 167.62, and I think I got in. I don't even know where I got in, but it was below 168. When I saw Apple stock was down at 167, I didn't even look at it like what was the exact number. I got in, and look at the move here on Apple stock. Huge upside all the way up to 172, and now again holding 170 as a support. And that is why I took some profit today, because the gap is still open, and somehow Apple gets down to 167 or below, then I can add to my runners and possibly build a big position again. So I don't want to hold the bags right now because it was up $4, so why not take profit, guys? And that is why I locked in profit in some runners with the profit, just holding those, and those are green right now. So Apple here, 170 will be key level again tomorrow, and below that, watch out for the gap 167. Now at some point Apple can break above, I would say right here 173. You're going to see a little bit more upside up to 174.74. 13-day moving average right here, and then 177 and above 177. Watch out for a move all the way up to 180, and then the gap above 181.47. So Apple definitely looking good for a reversal. We just need to hold at least 170. If not, this gap fill right here around 167, and then by next I would say next month, we could see Apple stock possibly trading at around 180 plus. But this support right here around 170 to 167 needs to hold here on Apple stock for that to happen all the way up to 181.47. On Tesla stock, it's up 2.44%, and Tesla coming down to 238.65. And look at this closing here on Tesla above 5-day moving average on this daily chart, 244.57. So that is looking good on Tesla for tomorrow for a move all the way up to 252, 257.36, and then possibly the gap on top, 262.46. Now Tesla breaks below right here, 244.57. Then watch out for the support around 240 to 241, and then lower Bollinger Band down here as a support 234.35. On Amazon stock, again, another flat day on Amazon, down to today 123, and then we saw Amazon going back up and again trying to hold 126 and letting this Bollinger Band come down even more. But I think Amazon cannot hold this support, cannot actually get above 126. You're going to see more selling on Amazon down to 118, especially with that bad catalyst that we got yesterday. Now above 126, more chances here on Amazon to run up to 5-day moving average right here, 127.67. And only if that breaks, watch out for a move up to 130 and then the gap above 135.20. On Google stock, it's up 0.26%, and I totally missed this big move on Google stock to short Google right here. I mean, look at this move, guys. Almost closing that gap on top, 134.52, getting up to 134.18, and then getting rejected and coming down and closing at 131.80, slightly up on the day. So I think tomorrow, another chance. Google might be going up here to close this gap at 134.52. And that should be a big resistance on Google stock between 134.52 to 135 right here. We also have a 20-day moving average right here sitting around 135. So that's going to be a big resistance to watch on Google stock. If this thing breaks, then watch out for a move up to possibly 137. To the downside, strong support down here, 130. And if that gives up, you're going to see a lot more downside all the way down to this gap, 123.69. On Meta, it's up 2%. Now, a lot of people think Meta is a breakout, and also, a lot of retail investors, or traders trading Meta. And I would say, guys, I mean, if you have a smaller account, maybe you're trying to grow it, I would avoid Meta at all time until you see a clear direction, because all we got is bunch of chop right here. Look at yesterday. I mean, look at this price action. Yesterday 286, today 306. I mean, if you're shorting, you're toasted. If you're buying calls on top, you're still toasted, because I mean, yes, you can make a little bit of money, but look at this chop, and you cannot actually get a healthy, position going on here on Meta. I mean, if you're a scalper, yes, this could be your thing, but you got to be really quick to take profit on Meta. So now it's holding 300, and again rejection at 305, and now holding above 300. Looks like it's holding right here. All these moving averages right here, guys, around 302. So that's going to be a level to watch between 302 and 300. And only if that gives up, you're going to see a drop down to lower Bollinger Band on this daily chart, 293 and then 290. Now above 305, watch out for a move up to 309 and then 316. Possibly at some point you're going to see Meta picking a direction, might be going up, or at some point breaking down below 290 will take Meta down to 276. On Microsoft, it's up slightly on the day, 0.27%, but this one here, guys, I mean, it's looking good. And I got the hourly chart, or actually 30-minute chart right here to show you guys what's happening. I mean, we got a whole bunch of chop right here on Microsoft. And this one cannot pick a direction so far. And if you look at it here on 30-minute chart, it's actually holding above rising 20 SMA, which is sitting at 312.75. So that needs to hold right here. I would say 313 tomorrow. And then you might see a move back up to 316 to close that gap on top on shorter time frame. Now on daily chart, definitely looking really bad right here. Cannot even bounce $5. Again, coming down to where? 310.50, going slightly under, pretty much making a new low today, 309.45, and then going back up to 315.48, but not getting that breakout above 316. So Microsoft, I would say gap fill and then a breakout above 316 will take Microsoft all the way up to 323.68, possibly up to even 328 at some point. But this support needs to hold, and so far it's holding right here, 310.50, and if that gives up, straight going down to flat 300. So there could be some opportunity right here on Microsoft, but you got to hold a bit longer, and also you got to have your stop right here at 309.45. On AMD, it's up close to 5%, a massive rally on AMD, and look at this bullish engulfing candle, guys, and this could be the bottom here on AMD, but we will know very soon if this is the bottom or not. But looking at this candle, this could be the bottom. I'm not calling a bottom, but this could be a bottom on AMD stock if this thing can actually break this range, and that is around 105. Breaking out from this consolidation flag right here, and that is above 105, AMD is gone. You're going to see a move up to 115.49. Now, if you look at my screen, again, rejection from this 20-day moving average right here today, 103.26, getting up to 104. So huge move here on AMD within just 2 days. So tomorrow, guys, you want to watch this support on AMD down here close to 100, 101 to 100. We also have support now down here at 98, and then 96 to $95 all the way down here. Now AMD can break right here 103.26. The next stop 105, and possibly a breakout will take AMD all the way up to 107, and then we can talk about more upside on AMD. On Nvidia stock, it's up 1.46%, and Nvidia closing right here on this trend line just above 430 and not getting that breakout above 432.21, 13-day moving average right here on Nvidia. Now, a lot of people think Nvidia goes up 1 or 2 days, maybe even 3 days. That is a breakout. Nvidia is gone. No. Nvidia can still run up all the way up to 450 and then gets rejected by these moving averages right here. 20-day and 50-day, which is not a positive slope anymore, and then it comes down and fills this gap right here at 395. That could take some time, but that's how technicals work. This thing can still move higher, possibly get this smaller breakout right here from this channel, and then moves higher to 450 and still can get rejected and then come down and fill this gap right here at 395. So it's not a breakout. We still have this bear flag. It's just getting longer, guys. Now on Nvidia, tomorrow 430 to 432, you want to watch right here Nvidia to break 432. I would say 432 breaks, the next stop Nvidia can go all the way up to 450. Now below 430, watch out for the support down here, 422.60, 420, and soon as that gives up, Nvidia comes all the way down to 400, and then the gap below 395.30, and I think that's going to come soon or later. Nvidia will end up right here, guys. No matter how big of a rally we get on Nvidia, at some point it will be right here to fill this gap at 395. Netflix again down on the day, 0.33%, and this one not even getting a dead cat bounce. I mean, look at this move, barely holding 376 as a support into closing. We got a doji indecision candle. So tomorrow, guys, on Netflix, this is where make it or break it on Netflix. 376 gives up. Look at this Bollinger Band coming down, 354, and then the gap below 341. And these are going to be the support level to watch below 376. Now to the upside, it needs to get over right here. Now close to 380, 5-day moving average right here on Netflix. Only 380 can break. Then watch out for a move up to 392.56 to 400. Until then, just watch this support 376. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching.